Hello and welcome. Today we're going to check out all of the March releases. Now this wasn't the live that I had planned, but this is a live that you're going to get because it seems to be everywhere over YouTube. All of the sets have obviously had their embargo released and they are now showing off all the new different bits and pieces. And I want to recap everything that is going to be released in 8 days' time. So this time next week, it will be the eve of the new stuff coming out. So we might as well try and play catch up and actually try and put pieces of the puzzle together of who is going to spend what with what, because there is a lot of sets coming out at the start of March, and they're all at a high price point as well. So we'll go straight to new, then we'll go to newest, and then we can see exactly what's what. So we are just going to cover everything that's coming out and we'll click on the bigger ones I've got more personal interest in, and I think will interest you more, but we will basically try and cover everything that's coming out in March, and then if we get time, go back into a slightly deeper thing. But you can see already side by side, I think both of these sets are going to sell out day one. The car has been weirdly, they've done the performance pullback on a pre-order, but the two sets that I think might sell out in day one, they haven't done as a pre-order. But I think a lot of the stuff now that LEGO are doing on a pre-order is because it's also been released day one at our local toy shops in the UK as well. So I think that is the reason why that is happening. So we will just tuck in and see exactly what's what. So the first thing we'll click on is the Medieval Town Square. So this is coming out on the 4th of March, but again, you can get it on the 1st if you have your VIP card or your Insider's points card. It is a good looking thing. Now, if you have got the castle, I think it will work very, very well with the castle, but we'll have a quick look at the photos and then we'll just move on to the next set. So you can see with regards to this one, I do believe the videos of this have got released today. So if you are still sat on the fence, there will be people that have got these videos out and about on different social media accounts throughout the whole world. There seems to be today is the big embargo release date for a lot of the stuff that is coming out in the 1st and the 4th of March. And I think some of the sets do look very, very good. So for me personally, I would go for the Snow White over this one, I think, for day one. But at the same time, this is a very, very good looking set. Now, we have got within this set, how many minifigures do we have? Does it have the minifigures on? It does. So these are the minifigures that are on show. So we have got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minifigures, a goat, a cat, a squirrel, and a bag. So that is what is going on with this. And I think when I said it was a Winter Village size, I think that is the right thing to say, because it kind of looks like it's on the same scale as those. But this is the Medieval Town Square, $199.99. Comes out in the 1st for VIP, as you can see just here, or the 4th of March if you don't have one of those cards. But to be honest, I don't think it's going to be available online on the 4th of March. I think it's going to be sold out before then. If it's not, it's because there's so much stuff coming out on the 1st of March, including obviously Star Wars and Ninjago, as well as a couple of the Lego Icon set. It seems to be there's a full mix of everything coming out, apart from Marvel or DC, I think. So it's 3,304 pieces, 1,600 points, item number 10332. So it's an 18 plus set. Again, a little bit more of a look at some of the photos that are coming down on here. It's got beautiful detail on the inside of it. And you can say, it says there, look, stay for the cheese. And then you have got all of these. But because of how quickly the castle sold out, it sold out in what, 29 minutes, I think it was, on the Bricklink sort of crowdfunder. So I would imagine this will go very, very fast within the UK and obviously probably worldwide as well, I would imagine, because it seems to be people go ballistic for this kind of stuff. Now, things also to consider is what are we going to get given as a giveaway purchase on the 1st, because the My Duck is still about. Now, the My Duck is a Duplo gift. You've got to spend £35, I think, on Duplo. Let me just double check that is the correct amount. And it's worth $3.49, but I'm sure it says somewhere else on the website you have to get Lego, and it's an online thing only. So just check that out. If you have got some younger ones that you're going to be buying for, you will not get this giveaway with anything else apart from Duplo sets. Now, the Space set that was out and about, that been and gone, that has sold in a heartbeat. And I do believe, thanks to K-Bricks, he says he's seen them on the secondary market now for over £50 already. So they're going for a lot of money. but that is the last giveaway that we saw less than a week ago now, I think. But there's no current giveaway. So if you are thinking actually you want to make sure you get some of these sets that are going to be coming out for the 1st of March, if you're pre-ordering anything now, you're not going to get a giveaway. So that is that McLaren. So now you've got no incentive. But if you got it on day one, you could probably get it from your local toy shop. So that is a medieval town square. We'll look at that in greater detail towards the end. So I think these two and maybe some of the Star Wars stuff might interest people a little bit more. But I think we've got quite a bit to go through. That's why I've started a little bit earlier, and then we can just tuck in. So the latest thing to be announced, which is coming out on the same day, is this. So again, 4th of March or early access on the 1st. Now, with regards to Disney and Star Wars, with the amount of stuff that's coming out, I would imagine there might be a Disney giveaway purchase with this kind of thing, because there's so many Star Wars sets coming out. But again, I've not seen any rumors of anything. So if you guys can let me know in the comments below when you watch this back, that would be absolutely brilliant. But that is what the box artwork looked like. It's got the nice green strip across the bottom, and you've got all of the minifigures on top. So you've got all of the dwarfs. Again, can't name any of them. And I did get put up to the challenge of Jay's Toy Collection UK to actually pay attention. And I didn't, so I haven't, and there we go. So that is as simple as that. I think this is a sweet looking thing. This might be the one that I get. I haven't actually thinking about it. I haven't bought, I don't think, apart from the January the 1st release for the Spider-Man stuff, not actually bought anything this year. And I only bought that. Oh no, I did get the Hoop Team, the X-Men jet, but not for myself. That was for the channel. But to actually add to the display, I've not actually bought a set yet. So I don't know what the first set I should properly buy is. But you can see this does look very, very good. Again, there's lots of Easter eggs dotted around all in these. So you've got all these bits and pieces down at the bottom. You've got the chairs. And then you've got this cool little thing here. And you've got all the books. And again, I said about the trees. I do believe that is actually a Technic pin. So I think they have forgotten to push that down. I did spot that last time. And that really does bug me, because I was unsure, because I haven't actually seen the film, if that was just a thing of the film, and apparently it's not. So that is obviously a mistake somewhere, but it doesn't matter. It is what it is. So you've got all these little different bits and pieces. Again, we'll come back to this in much greater detail once the notifications get sent out, especially for these two sets anyway. And you can see all of the different figures up on there. So you have all of them going across. Then you've got the gems, and you've got Snow White and the Prince. Perfect. So they are both coming out on the exact same day at the exact same time. So good luck if you want to get both of those, because you are already at a huge amount of money. It's £389 for those two. Now, with regards to the difference, obviously in price, it's 2,228 pieces for Snow White, 3,304 pieces for the Medieval Town Square. You're paying £10 more for 1,000 pieces more, give or take. But that's because you're paying Disney tax on this, and it's Lego's own on this. So again, that's something you've got to take into consideration. But with regards to this, it is £189.99. It's item number 43242, 1,520 points, 2,228 pieces. So there's a lot going on with it. There's a lot coming out, like I said, on the 1st. So we will keep tucking into everything else, and then we will do a full circle back around again. Like I said, I didn't actually have this planned for tonight. I did have something else planned, which I was really looking forward to doing, but that would just have to wait now till next week, because I was going to do this next week, because this would have fallen on me then going, all of this comes out tomorrow. But at least this gives you a week's notice. You've got 1 week and 1 day to make your mind up of what the stuff that it is that you want. Right, Harry Potter 5-pack. So it's £9 a head, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. So they're £9.99 anyway. I think they're £9.99 anyway. I'm sure they're £9.99 anyway. So you don't save any money with this one, but you get 5 of them. So you've got no choice but to buy all 5. Again, 1st of March, I'm going to stop saying that, because it's clear that I'm clicking on the stuff that's coming out on the 1st of March. If you're a fan of this, it's £44.99, 40677, item number, 360 points, 697 pieces for the Harry Potter set. Now, again, apart from Marvel DC, I think there is actually something for everybody, because we have got Icons, Disney, Star Wars, Ninjago, Harry Potter, and then I do believe we've got the new Animal Crossing that is coming out. And then there's some other bits and pieces as well. So the Dragonstone Shrine, I've made a big video on this already. This hurts though, because I actually I made a video on this before before I fell through a table and lost all of my Ninjago stuff. So that now will not be getting bought on the 1st of March. That can get put on hold. It's a beautiful looking thing though. You can see what this looks like. And again, videos available online as of today of what this looks like for scale. I would imagine it is a beautiful looking build, but you are looking at item number 71819, 840 points, 1,212 pieces, and it is a 13 plus set. Now, with regards to this, you do have some play features as well. I do believe with regards to bits and pieces just coming off the side, I think you can knock something, you push that button, and then that bit falls off. They've got the photos the wrong way around, but I'm sure that is the case. And then I think this is on one of those pivots, so you can see that that moves side to side, so you can have a little bit of a battle up there. And if you want to get another one of these, that figure there is in the current Ninjago magazine that is out now. So if you want to get yourself another villain, you can do. You can pick one of those up right now, and then you'll be good to go. So again, it's a cool looking character. The minifigures on these are great, and obviously I think they do look very, very strong. And obviously Lloyd always comes in nice fancy colours as well. Moving on to the next one. So this is the Wolf Mask Shadow Dojo. Again, I think this is going to be quite a popular thing. With these, the photos for this have been around now for ages. Actually, it's almost a bit of a shame because this feels like it's been out ages and it's not out yet, but because it's been online for a good while. But you've got all of the detail on the back, so you can see all of that just in there. So again, you've got these really nice other characters included, and also you've got these are really nice prints. I think it was this chap here down here. That is the exact one that comes with the magazine. Actually, is it that one? Yes. So it's this one here, not the one, but I've got the one with the blue mask. So this one here, the print and everything is great. You get really good torso print, you get a good shoulder pad bit, you get the mask itself is a little bit bizarre because it's quite hard to photo because it's the blue on the blue and you kind of lose a little bit of the detail. So in hand it's nice, but when you're trying to take a photo, you need the correct lighting for it. But again, I would imagine the ninjas, they would look fantastic. They're all the really nice bright colors. And again, in hand, you can see it does look like it's a half decent size. So it's got some height, but it doesn't look like it's going to take up much table space really at the same time, which is good. So if you are struggling for space, that might be one set that you could look into getting. I'm sure they're going to have all of these things that we've clicked on so far built up in the shop because they're all going to sell well, I think. I would imagine out of the two Ninjago sets, the other one probably would be a better display piece than this. They might not have this one built up, but definitely the first three, I would imagine. So it's 104.99, 840 points, 1,190 pieces, item number 71813. So that is what that like. And it comes with 8 Ninjago characters. Moving straight on to the next one. Like I said, we'll just bomb through all of these and then we'll click on the top two again because I really think that they are going to be the best sellers of the 1st of March. Now, with regards to some of the smaller ones, I don't need to click on them. Luckily, I can just zoom in. Now, this thing here is a 3-in-1. So depending on how you build it, it looks completely different. It is a cute looking thing. It says Sea Animals, $24.99. It's 421 pieces, but bearing in mind you can basically buy 3 of them. And you can have, I'm going to have to click on it because it is so different with regards to how they look. Obviously, this will be the way I think it takes up the least amount of space. And then that is the same picture with the box behind it. That's a completely different photo. You just make up completely different animals. So you've only got that little bit at the base. And then this one is also completely different. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. So you're gonna have to pick and choose which one you like, but that is the new 3-in-1 box artwork that you're going to be looking at from the back. So it is on the shelf backwards, or you can see what you're going to be looking at the top. At least you know what you're going to be looking for. Now, from a 3-in-1 set, I think that is very sweet, and it would be one of those I think people might buy multiple of because every single one is completely different. And I guess if you put all of them together, they would make quite a nice long display, actually. So they might be going through something slightly different for the 3-in-1 sets. Now, next things we don't need to click on is this here. So this is all part of the same theme of the other 2 Ninjago things that we sat on. We've already seen. it's the Kai's Ninja Climber mech. Now you have got 4 figures with this one. So you have that one, that one, that one, and the one up at the top. I do believe you've got one villain, and she is another ninja that has been introduced into the series, I do believe. Could be wrong, but I think that is the case with regards to that. Now, again, moving on to the next one, the carousel. I forgot you could do that. Oh, fantastic. So I can just do this. There we go. So we can actually... Can I do that on that one? Yes. It's only showing us the 2 things. It shows the first 2 photos. That's handy. Oh, learning. I forgot we could do a swipe. So that's the box artwork. That's what that looks like for that one. And brilliant. So I can just do that. That'll save a load of time. So there we go. So there's your three minifigures. I was going to get this one. I still might get this one, but I don't need to put it in my downtown Ninjago area anymore. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. $21.99 for the carousel ride. Now, on to the next one, the off-road buggy. This had the really nice blade there. So we think that's translucent, which does look very, very nice indeed. And again, you've got the hero, villain, villain, hero. And there's another one in the buggy because I forgot about that one last time. So you've got 5 minifigures with this set. And it's, if you're into this kind of thing, you can see it's 267 pieces for $44.99. And it is a 7+ set. And the item number is, if I can, it is 71811 for that. And that's what the box art was going to look like on the shelf. Now, they've obviously used to have the white surround with the more cartoon type artwork, whereas now they've gone back to the sort of the lightning up at the top, because they did that lightning strip with pink last time, I do believe. It does look eye-catching enough on the website, so hopefully it'll be eye-catching enough in store as well. Now, I think we've got 2 more. 2 more Ninjago we have. So this one. So this is the young dragon. So this is the bit that, if I need somebody to let me know, actually, with regards to if you've seen this TV show, is that dragon that we're looking at, this big thing, this little one grown up? Or is it different? Because it's got the same eye color, but it has got different patterning. So I don't know if there's now more than the one dragon in the TV show. Like I said, I do not know anything about this whatsoever, but it is 132 pieces, 6+ set. It is item number 71810. Yep. And that is what it looks like on the front of the box. So you have got different, the 2 new ninjas in their ninja outfits, and you do get them in their non-outfits, like I've said before, in the much larger Ninjago set. So if you've got this one, that way you've basically got the full team as ninjas and non. Right, Lloyd, Elemental Power Mech, nice looking thing. Again, you've got the nice translucent green on there, so you can see that looks rather smart. You've got the Ninjago bit just at the front, and then you've got two in there. They have obviously got the dragon sort of faces, and then you've got this bit on the side. So there's all the different villains that you can pick up, but that is $17.99 for that one. And it is 253 pieces, item number 71817. I do believe on the back of the box, you can mix and match all the Ninjago mechs. So that's something new that they're showing off. Now, this is, it still is available for pre-order, because again, this is coming out on the 1st everywhere. So that is what I think I've learned. Now, I wish they did more than one F1 car on the same day. I love their new Star Wars business model with, 4 or 5 ships coming out at the same time. So you know that it's going to be a good wave. So then you're going to be like, okay, there's going to be more coming. But with this being in this scale, I think a lot of people would like a lot more of them, because they would set their own F1 track. They could build their own go-kart track. But I don't know who else they got the license with. They have got a license with Aston Martin. And I do believe they have got the license. If you think of the other Speed Champion cars, they have got it with Mercedes. So will they be releasing another 2 F1 cars in this one? Would they ever release a Red Bull, because it's an energy drink? Because if you think some of the artwork on some of them won't be there fully, I don't know. That is the problem with this, because I would have no use for just this by itself, even though it looks brilliant, which is really annoying, because I would like to have these in display somewhere, but I can't just randomly have one parked up somewhere, so it's not really gonna work too well, is it? But never mind. But this is 2099, item number 76919. It is 168 points, 245 pieces. Right. Right, so that is the WE 189.99 Technic. So that is what that looks like. So this is there under the Technic banner. That's why they got. So they have, like I said, got the license with Mercedes, but they seem to be doing the bigger Mercedes cars as well as the slightly bigger McLaren car. But hopefully they will release at least release another one while this is out, like they did with the big football stadiums where it had the crossover. Because those stadiums, I wish they weren't. I wish it was like Wembley, a baseball stadium, American football stadium, rather than Old Trafford and Real Madrid and things like that. Because I don't think they understand how passionate people are about supporting clubs. And I don't think a lot of people bought Old Trafford unless you're a Man United fan, especially in the UK. That's why I think it was on sale, I do believe. Right, this is out, so I need to click on that. This, again, seen a video released for this today, not watched it, but this is out and about if you want to see what this looks like for scale. It is the beautiful Senna, $69.99. Comes on the really nice plaque, and you can see you do get the Senna minifigure and obviously his world-famous yellow helmet, which I do believe Lewis Hamilton now got given that as a gift from the Senna family. And that is the front of the box artwork. It's 693 pieces under the Lego Icons range. And again, that was available for pre-order. So if you pre-ordered this when the space gift was out, obviously you probably would have, you're going to be getting your space gift with this, or they might sell it separately. And yes, I am right. The standard brickhead price is $9.99. Right, so we have got the out of stock. So these, it feels like we've clicked on these loads of times. That's why I'm not gonna be clicking on these. But all the Harry Potter stuff is also coming out now. At last, I mean, this came out. I'm sure this came out end of January almost. They got the teasers with these. Now, I think what a lot of people have said is they like the fact that they are doing the key things. So you're now just getting the car by itself. It's a good price for the car. It's got the correct headlights and all that kind of thing, because some people for some reason thought it was wrong, and I don't understand why. Minifigures obviously fit in it. You get 2 minifigures, an owl, a mouse, and a suitcase for $12.99. And you can just have that flying over your city if you wanted to. Because don't forget, I think the last time we got the car, it came with the house, and the house was very expensive. And also, because why they do this, they've done because it's an alphabetical order, isn't it? Not by theme. I'll allow it. So the Mustang, not a fan of that. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't like the shape of it. But again, it's gone up in price. It was 16, 17. Now they're up to 20. So they're getting pricey. They are getting pricey, but never mind. But this, I think, is the best one. We've already talked about this one. So this is the S1. This is the Ken block. Now they also have this as a tribute going around the donut at Legoland, California. So you can spot that Easter egg. They have actually used his car going around at the Legoland, California thing, which is nice. Now the talking hat, that is, again, it still is available for pre-order, but I don't know why you would pre-order this now without a giveaway. So again, kind of shot themselves in the foot with regards to not having a giveaway out, especially for another week and a bit. It would be nice even if they just brought one back from last year just to tie them over. But this has got it's got a talking chip on the inside. So again, if you're a Harry Potter fan, that might be one that you will be enjoying. Then we're going into the E. So this is a Formula E. I think this is another Technic set. Yes, it is. So that is what that looks like. So 452 pieces, item number 42169, 9+ set. And they are sponsored by that Neon. Whoever they are, there we go. So fantastic. Bikes, they've done the BMW. Now we're on the Ninja. It's already got a 5-star. How has that got a 5-star rating? It's already a pre-order. We will investigate. What has somebody said about this? Come on. Maybe you can't see it yet. I thought there was a thing that you just used to be able to click on the stars. Maybe because it's on pre-order, you can't do it, or that's just a mistake. It's always interesting to see why. And how that's got what it's got. It's disappeared. Was I seeing things? I must have been idiot. Okay, next one, 59.99. Again, if you're a fan of that thing, go get it. I could not care less about this whatsoever, but I know some people really do like it. And obviously, it is from what it's from. So you can see down in the bottom right hand corner just there. But this is 730 pieces, item number 43249. They do seem to be going very heavily into the Disney products for March. Now, moving on to the next one, we've got the planet Earth and Moon in orbit. So this is a Technic again. So there is a good amount of Technic coming out, and obviously this is the space stuff. So this is item number 42179, 526 pieces, and it's going to set you back $69.99. Again, that is available for pre-order. This Fox is also now, I've seen that. I heard, I couldn't watch it, but it is what it is. So this is a 3-in-1, and you have the squirrel, the owl, and the fox. 667 pieces, item number 31154. If you're a fan of this kind of stuff, brilliant. Again, I've got no interest for this whatsoever, but they do seem to be going down the animal route heavily. And of course, obviously, they're going down the flowers, which I don't think they've got any coming out for March. Now, this, again, this was part of the car and part of the house, and now they separated this up. So if you want this, you can now just spend $17.99, and you can get yourself this. So this is item number 76425, 337 pieces. It's sweet enough. You've got the little family just on the inside. You've got the Magic of History, which I think is the photo album, I think. And then you've got his wand in his thing, So that's a lot of things. There we go. This thing, different characters, I couldn't tell you. Different characters, I'm not going to lie, no idea. I think that was his Doris for a while, wasn't it? And then they didn't do something and they did something. All the different owls about. I mean, you got there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got the snow on top. So again, if they're going to be doing more and more of these, this would be nice to add them all together. But $39.99. Again, you can see all of this is pre-order. And I said in another live stream, why is everything suddenly now pre-order? And I figured it out. It's because they're all coming to our local toy shop. So they're just trying to get the sales before the local toy shops get them. So it's a very, very interesting business model. But that is that set. And that is item number 76430, 364 pieces. And then you've got the Castle Boathouse, $31.99 and 76426. This comes with a good amount of minifigures, actually. If you think about it, it's got five different figures, 2 boats, and then you've got her with the list. This, you could probably utilize this actual thing quite nicely. You've got a nice little bit of detail on the side. You've got a nice little bit of water. You've got the owl and the obviously the flames. You've got the new elements for the tree that came with the Rivendell set, I do believe, first. And then you've got the fish. So again, it's a nice looking thing. They're all at reasonable price points. And then for $24.99, you've got the Forbidden Forest and the Magical Creatures. That is their take on that. So you've got 2 different characters there, and then you've got the 2 bigger monsters just on that side. I do really probably need to watch Harry Potter again at some point. I haven't watched it I've only seen it once, and that was years ago. But this is item number 76432, 172 pieces. Right, page 3. Try and keep this pace up. We're going as quick as we can. So I told you there's a lot to get through. Right, all the space stuff, self-explanatory, which is good. It is 1,559 pieces. It's a cool thing. It's another big Technic set. So if you're after more Technic bits and pieces, March really is the month for you. But it's item number 42180. And it is the Mars Crew Explorer rover for $129.99. Now, the next thing beside it, I do believe, is also Technic, and it is $89.99. It is indeed, and it is under their space range. So because it's got their own space logo, not the NASA space logo, I guess they can just release a lot more across the board because they have got a lot of space sets coming out. It's quite nice that they are actually doing more Technic-based stuff because Technic does sell very, very well, but for some reason it always seems to go into a huge sale. So this thing, whatever this is from, $39.99. Again, if it's pre-order, you know where it's going to be going, and that is what you'll be looking for at the front of the box artwork. Absolutely no idea about anything about that, but it does look like it opens up, and it does look like it's got a little bit of detail on the inside. So Minifigure, 641 pieces for £40 from Disney. Next thing, again, another space thing, another Technic. I clicked on it. Another Technic thing, and it is £29.99. I'll just read it out this way, then we'll go back through. It's 435 pieces, 240 points, item number 42178, and that is what that looks like. So again, just to steamroll through, there we go. Moving on. To get on with it, get it done. Now, I actually do hope that they might release some Cars Lego, because I do quite like Cars, and they seem to be scratching the surface at a lot of Disney stuff. I've clicked on this one as well, but it's £17.99. It's 14 pieces, which means it's a Duplo set, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. So it's a nice little Duplo set. I would quite like that in a large Lego form, to be honest. So if we can bring it away from the, what ages is Duplo though? Because I learned something new about Duplo. They've got different age groups until you get to the 4+. So this is a 2+. They do a start. I think Duplo starts at 1.5 years. Then we've got 2, and then it might jump to 3. And I think the Lego then starts at 4, which is what we've been looking at. So you've got the different stepping stones. So this is at the 2-year-old mark. Does look pretty cool. We do like Mac. Right, okay. Got sidetracked, spent far too long looking at Mac, the Duplo set, so we will just go, that is an Ninjago set. It's £31.99. That is what the box artwork looks like. You have got the same character that you've already seen, but this does have the nice two-tone flame effect. And if you notice, it is a 4+ set. So you will have, like that, for example, much larger crystals rather than the smaller bit. So it's nice. 120 pieces for that, though, for a 4+ set. That's possibly the most amount of pieces in a 4+ set, because it's going to have massive dragon's head, and this body's all going to be one big body as well. So yeah, it seems to be some of the sets are getting more and more pieces in, which is good to see. Now, this is a photo frame and a jewelry box. It's £24.99. That's what that looks like. There we go. Moving on. Now we've got Team Spidey and the. That's so harsh. You got good minifigures with this one. MODOK's there, as is Iron, Spider, and a couple of others as well. Miles, Gwen, or is that Spider Girl? Gwen, Ghost Spider. That's Ghost Spider up there. Oh, Zola. What a mistake. So that's Zola. Again, another 4+ set. It is, but this one is 193 pieces for £50. So it's 50 quid for that, or it's 31 quid for that. So it's there or thereabouts in proportion. Obviously, you do get a lot of characters with this one, but this is only £8.99. So that is that, and that is what that looks like with her on. That is a different version of Electra, I do believe. It is. So that is what that one looks like. So it's got a nice little light. I might pick that one up just for the sake of that minifigure, which is nice. And again, the last 4+ set, yes, it is a 4+ set, is this one, £17.99. And it comes with these 3 minifigures, which we've already seen. And the Green Goblin came with a set that is out currently or is in a sale. So they have got some good minifigures in there. Right, you've got the Enchanted Forest, £27.99. That is that one. Again, you can see this is a 2+ set, 31 pieces, and it's obviously from Frozen. And then the one beside it is where we're starting to get into the Star Wars stuff. Now, potentially next week, if I can, I will recap the Star Wars stuff in a little bit greater detail. But what I also wanted to do is actually speak about the Deadpool stuff and the Fantastic Four stuff, and do a bit of research of what's on the Lego website, of what's already come out, to what we would like to see coming moving forward. And I was going to do that tonight, and then I was going to do this in a little bit more detail next week, but only pick specific sets. Whereas it does seem to be, like I said at the start of this live, every single thing is out at the moment. Like every different person has been given a different thing, so all of the more popular stuff is available to be seen. So I think the Falcon is that. Then you've got the R2-D2 with the different minifigures on there. So that is what that one looks like. So that is that thing. You have this thing over here, which you can clip 2 of those together. Potentially, you might be able to get more if you can mock them together. You've got the this thing. I'm just going to say thing rather than reading the name. And this is the one that is exclusive. This is the important one. So all of the others above, you're going to be able to get them from different stores. Whereas this one here, I do believe is going to be exclusive. We're going to have to click on it. It's going to be exclusive to the Lego website. It is. Oh, it just says new. But I'm sure I've read that this is exclusive to the Lego website. So if that is the case, then you're going to have to go install or order this one online. But again, all of these were available for pre-order. If I was sensible enough, I could have pre-ordered all of those and maybe got the space giveaway purchase. But I didn't really need the space giveaway purchase. So yeah, not a mean or end all for me. This is nice. So this is something that I would actually get, because this is the hut that is in the queue line for the big Harry Potter roller coaster. And if you want to see more of that, check out the Universal playlist that I've got going in the background, which I do believe I'm going to make the decision to pick all of the non-Lego related theme park stuff and put it on a completely secondary channel and just upload on that channel once a week. So I've got so much stuff I think that people would like, but aren't interested in what I'm doing now, and it's clashing against each other. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that, because there might be another channel coming much sooner than later. Now, this is, again, out today. Not today, but the videos are out today from different people, all of these. So this has been available to pre-order since mid-January, and it is now coming out, Animal Crossing. I have no idea about this whatsoever. The minifigures do look nice. You can see what it looks like. I couldn't tell you anything about this whatsoever, but it is all Lego scale, but you've got the much chunkier bases. So it's a bit of a different one, because they've gone for an older classic, almost like vintage style build with modern pieces like this bit, for example, but with older elements, but then with a chunkier base. So it's like a hybrid of everything, and obviously with brand new characters. So it's going to be very interesting to see what these look like in the shop, to be honest. Because these have been online for so long and they've been available to pre-order since mid-January, I'm assuming that this is a very, very big deal. But I know absolutely nothing about this, but it is. So you can customize these, can you? I'm assuming you can just change different bits and pieces over? Or does it mean you can add? Or you can see you've just added the tables and chairs. So you put it, instead of having the table chairs outside, they just put it inside the house. And you can have your pumpkin patch and your trees. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what when people get these, what they look like in the display. Because they're very, very colourful, and the minifigures do look very, very nice. But no, I haven't got a clue. Have not got a clue about that whatsoever. So I think there's a couple of those. And then we'll click on the main ones that we have been speaking about, which will be the Falcon, and then the other two on top, because that is everything. So we've taken nearly an hour at a fast pace to get through these. So this is what this one looks like, different characters on that. Again, you're going to make a nice display with these. But I just don't know. So that's Nooks, Crannies and Rosie's house, $64.99. I just don't know. I know nothing. I know nothing about it. And then again with this one, you've got the cool little frog on the boat, and then you've got some grumpy thing with some chairs, and that is a massive sandwich. Look at the size of that baguette. Well, you've got a big bit of lettuce, tomato, huge chunk of cheese in there. That is disgusting. Oh, look at the crab. Look at that cool little thing there. See, that's sweet. And then you've got whatever they're supposed to be. And then you've got the really nice texture of the shaft in the middle. So it looks nice. And then you've got all the different bits and pieces on the boat. Right, the last one is this one. So that is this. Got the butterfly with this one. You've got the spider. You've got obviously the little bit of cherries coming out of the tree. And then you've got all the little bits and pieces going on, which does look very nice. It looks nice. It's a cool looking little thing. So I think all of that will sell well. And I can't believe I have spoken quite quickly and not stopped on purpose, because I thought there was a lot, but I didn't think that was going to take nearly 45 minutes to get through. So that's not bad going. Now we will slow it down for a second and have a quick look at what I do believe is probably, well, I'm coming from a personal thing. I need to go back. Coming from a personal thing, probably the, oh, hang on, there's not more, is there? No, add to bag. All of these are there. Some of these are on back order, out of stock. That is out of stock now. That is, ooh. We all said it when it came out that we thought that the Friends stuff this year was going to sell because it was hot, and yeah, gone. So that will be back, but it would just take a while to come back. But they nailed that one. That was a great looking set. We all said the same thing on that. No, because all the Lego space stuff is already out, isn't it? These interstellar space stuff, and it's the Technic stuff that is behind. All of that's out yet. So all of this is out and about. That's why I thought the space stuff had been out for ages, because the Lego City stuff had already been out. Right. Okay. So we'll click on the three sets that possibly would work for me. There's obviously quite a few of the Star Wars stuff that I think I will be told and demanded to get. But with regards to just doing it as a group, I wish they had the go back bit at the top as well, not all the way down at the bottom. So we will click on this thing first. Now, me and Jay had a very, very good chit chat about this. And I think it is as good looking as the UCS sets, to be honest. And I would quite happily have this in the collection instead of the big UCS Falcon. And I still reckon there's going to be an Easter egg in it. Now, I've not spoiled it for myself, but there's going to be pictures going all over social media as of today. So I would imagine that flap will open. One of the two will open. There'll be something in there which would be nice. But do we think we can stand a minifigure in there? I hope we can, because you can just take that grill off, stand the minifigure on, and it's brilliant. But it's not massive, which is perfect. But at the same time, it's 921 pieces. It's 921. Let me catch my breath. It's 921 pieces for something that is only 9.5 inches long and 5 inches high. So that means it is layers and layers of detail, and you can clearly see it is. So that is $74.99. It's 921 pieces. So this, I do believe, the 1st of March is Friday, because this time next week, it's the last day of the month. So we are 7 days away from the last day of the month, because February is a short month. January is really long, but February is a short one. So is this one on your list? You've got the different 25-year Star Wars plaque, which again looks nice. And you have got the plaque at the front for the Falcon, which says Star Wars up at the front. Nice looking thing. And then you've got all of these there. And again, they've just got that on the shelf. And I'm only clicking on this one in this detail rather than all the others, because I don't want to be on here for ever and a day. So I just want to power through all of these, and then at least you guys and girls have got something to use, a bit of a reference. You can do a little bit of homework for yourself and think, what do you want to get yourself on the 1st / the 4th of March? And the other thing to consider is, are you going to have a giveaway on the 1st and a different giveaway on the 4th? They've done that before, haven't they? They do like a weekend giveaway, because if all of this is coming out on the Friday, are they going to do what they've just done and do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday giveaway? And then on the 4th, which is the start of a new week, will they do a different giveaway? Because I did a video on the shortest giveaway purchase, which was only 3 days, and it sold out even quicker than that, I think. But I know a couple of people have got it, and I'm glad you got it, because I know you wanted it. But what games are they going to play for this one? Now, we just need to go to page 1, because there's nothing on page 2 that stands out. So the other two standout sets, apart from the Falcon, I think for a lot of people, obviously the whole Star Wars ships, is all of them will go very, very well. Don't get me wrong, the cars and things are going to go, but I think it's going to come back down to this battle here. These two side by side, I'm amazed that they've gone head to head. to be honest, which makes me wonder, what do they have planned for April? Because if they've decided to release the huge volume of stuff for March, there's going to be stuff coming in April then. And there's going to be quite a bit of stuff. So I said we'll go with this in a little bit more detail right at the very, very end, and then we'll just wrap it up and we'll be done. And like I said, you've got something for you to utilize and use. Now, these open and shut, I do believe. So you can see here it's on that shape. And then if we click this one, it's then open at the back. So you can, I think this one pivots round and it closes. Got all the nice detail on the back on here. You can see you've got the goat, the squirrel, the little tree, and then you've got all these nice little bits and pieces on there. And you've got the chimney that does look like it's on the little bit of the angle, red bird at the top. And then you've got this bit here. You've got the nice door. You've got the flames. You've got this bit, which I think will be a sticker, which is fine. And then we did spot this before where you've got the honey. All the carrots. Well, I do like the fact you've got the full-size carrots and the growing carrots on this one. I'm not too sure the white one's supposed to be, but I'm an idiot. And then you've got the pumpkin on the back as well. And then you've got this well, obviously that's going to be, it's just a multiple, it's a repetitive roof, but it looks very, very good. It's one of those that it's worth doing, even though it's repetitive, because it just, wait, look at it. It looks great. And then the thing beside it, you've got double chimney on this one, and then you've got this really nice thing up here. So if you wanted to, you can have a minifigure walking up the back of this one. You can get some nice displays going on. You could potentially have a battle going around it if you wanted to make it violent, or you can make it more of a chilled out area and add it into what I would imagine would be your big castle area, and then you could tile everything underneath it, which I think would look very, very smart. So that is the back of that, and then that is it with it open. So on the inside of this one, you can see you've got the different rooms. One of them's a tax person, isn't he? So that one can just be hung up somewhere. We don't like them. You've got the staircase into there. You've got, I guess, bedroom for this one. You've got the painter for this one. I do quite like the fact that you're painting the shield, and you've got the blank canvas on the back, and then you've got the squinty eye for this one. So I think that's a cool little clever touch. And then you've got the little tavern at the bottom to singing, drinking, eating, and then I don't know if that is the wrong team, isn't it? I said this before, so I don't know if he's stealing that or what he's supposed to be doing with that one. And then on this side, you've got the carver. It looks very, very impressive. And then you've got the fabric, I think, on this one. So that's the pair of scissors, log, stand, cart with things that we've already seen, little cat. Little cute little cap, and then you've got some bits and pieces on the inside. So that is all the detail that we need to look at on that one. But as a recap, 199.99, 1,600 points, which is 800 points per £5, 3304 pieces. Item number 10332. Now, last set we're going to click on for the evening, and then we are done and finished, will be this one. So again, it's £10 less, £10 less. 1,000 pieces less, I think, is what we said at the very, very start. But this here, we'll go through the detail like we just did on the other one. So from the back, it does look very, very smart. And you've got all the nice texture and the detail with all of the trees. That's the nice thing about these. They are built up well. And this would work very well in my display, especially by the Winnie the Pooh / Rivendell section. I think this would work quite well. And we can have an Easter egg with all these different characters. You have got the well itself with all of these really nice lily pads and all the sort of the real nice, I'm trying to think of the violet, isn't it? The violet color up at the top, which does look very cute. And you've got the two birds, nice. And then you've got the little mushroom, the little rabbit, the light brick on the inside for the fire, don't forget. Evil character. And then you've got all the gems up at the top. And then there's a spider up at the top somewhere. There it is. Magnifying glass with more gems. Oh, dodgy people, these, aren't they? And then you have got Snow White looking far too smug. Now, I did do a very, very quick show and tell of the Snow White that I've got with new Disney Castle. And there is a difference because you can see on this one, the color palette on her top to her dress is identical. Whereas the Disney Castle, this bit here, this sort of like little V shape, is a much, much lighter yellow. So, and I much prefer the darker yellow than the one that actually I've got. But apart from that, everything is exactly the same. So I think this is probably a slightly better Snow White than what you got with the Disney Castle. So if you just wanted a Snow White character and you were thinking of getting Disney Castle for that reason, just get this instead and save yourself, well, half the money. And then you can see the detail that we've got up on this bit, which is the stuff actually we did click on because you spent a little bit of time on this one, didn't I, at the very, very start. So that, guys and girls, is it. So that's it. That is a very, very quick recap. Managed to get it done in 50 minutes, which I'm happy with. So if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Hopefully you found it helpful with regards to the stuff that's going to be coming out. There's a lot, isn't there, coming out on the 1st of March. You've got a lot to process. You've got to figure out how it is you're going to be spending your money. And do you want to get anything, or do you want to get a good giveaway? Because again, that is another big thing, because when we did one of the lives when it was at a half decent time, a lot of people said that they did not want to get anything for over Valentine's because they didn't want the Valentine's Day giveaway purchase. Now there's no giveaway purchase at the moment. I can't imagine many people getting anything until the 1st of March, but when the 1st of March comes out, it'll be very, very interesting to see what that giveaway purchase is. But guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll catch you next one. Ta-da.